So, every time I'm trying to quit making videos, something happens. That's why I've always said that these people are complete idiots. It's very apparent that one of their goals is to stop me from making videos, but they always do things that inspire me to make more videos. They're not just these people on the list, but there's a whole bunch of other filth that I've described in my videos. But I think these are pretty much the main culprits. If you include pagans and Wiccans and witches under Satanism, the things that you associate with Satanism more. More too, but yeah. So, when you're a righteous man, or a man who doesn't get some for any reason, for any reason, for whatever reason, and you see a bunch of women showing off their stuff, showing cleavage, showing their booties, dressing in bikinis, and this and that, they smile. They did a study on social media, and they see that, when people in their pictures, they present themselves as someone who has more fun than they actually do, which is pretty much, it's not really deliberate, it's pretty much the culture, to show a picture of you when you're having fun, try to portray yourself as a fun person, whatever. And so the effect it has on people is that they're missing out. They're missing out on these women, they're missing out on fun times, they're missing out on living their life. And when you're actually someone who is missing out more than the average person, it hits you harder. I'm saying this so that you all understand why women are guilty, that they don't have any excuse for how they are in general. There's a lot of women out there who say that, well, I'm different, and some of them are different in different ways, but, the vast majority of women, to not hold it against women was the vast majority of them is different, okay, when you look at black people, for instance, they say 1 in 3 black people, by the age of fucking, I forgot what it was, like that, I think it was like between 18 and fucking 35 or whatever it was, they go to jail. With women, we're not talking 1 in 3. We're not talking even 2 in 3. We're talking upwards of 9 in 10. So to say that I shouldn't judge women as a group for this, that I shouldn't say this is generally how women are when it's upwards of 9 in 10, it's just stupidity. This is generally how women are, okay? And the women who aren't as good looking as these women who show off their stuff, they'll try to do the same thing, and they'll be kind of sad because they know, they're not stupid. They see that women are skinnier, healthier looking, better looking than they are, and so, and they're trying, whatever, A lot of people think that I'm harsh on these women. I'm harsh on these women when they prey on handsome, poor men. They're taking advantage of the system. Anyone who takes advantage of the system, I'm not a big fan of. That's why I even did something that was very unpopular with black people especially, which was I was harsh on the gangsters, because gangsters kind of play their position. They're kind of vultures preying on the weak, taking advantage of the system. If they rob someone, almost always it's someone who's not much richer than they are, sometimes even poorer than they are. They don't rob. They don't go to Beverly Hills and go on a robbing spree, typically, usually. So, people who prey on the system, I'm hard on them, okay? It also reminds me, I saw a video, I've talked about Paul Maris before. I saw a movie about a guy named Tula. I think it's called Tula. And, it's based on a true story. I'm pretty sure it said at the end, certain things. I'm pretty sure it's based on a true story. And so he was from, I think, Kurukuga or something like that. I'm going to put in the comments if I care. He's from some place in the Caribbean island. And he fought against the system, okay? And so there are house niggas, there are field niggas, and there are niggas who step up and fight the white man. And they're almost always from the field. Occasionally they're from the house, but they're almost always from the field category, to simplify things. So when you're a gangster, you are in the field category. It's pretty much, as a black man in America, I'm gonna go as far as to say it's pretty much impossible to not be a field brother, a field nigga, if you're not a gangster or a thug. Because a house nigga isn't necessarily somebody who has a nice job in the house. He just works in the house. He's trying to advance himself from whatever starting point, from wherever point he's at, he's trying to do the best he can under the white man's terms. Okay? So the field nigga is, the modern day field nigga is the thug, the gangster, both of which I don't necessarily respect because they're not fighting the master. The revolutionary field nigga who takes up arms against the master is the revolutionary black militant nigga. You understand? The natural progression of the thug and the gangster is, if they make it alive, if they're not in prison anymore, to become revolutionary. Some of them become revolutionary in prison, but they're almost irrelevant there. So in a way, they don't really count. So the natural progression is to start off, you know, trying to live your life. You're young. You don't necessarily want to throw away your life fighting against the people in charge, the white people in charge and the Jew people in charge. So you kind of partied up with your friends. You want to hang out with your people. You want to live your life to a certain extent. As you get older and you see that being a gangster is not getting you anywhere, you know, you progress to being a revolutionary. You say, either I'm going to be assimilated as a house nigga and give up the field and work on the lowest level of being a house nigga, unless I win the lotto or I'm a rapper or a basketball player or something. I work on the lowest level of being a house nigga. If I'm a rapper or a basketball player, then I'm a house nigga still. Don't get it twisted. Rappers and basketball players and all these people, actors, they are house niggas. They're in the white man's system. They no longer rebel. They are doing it the white man's way. In many cases, they join white man's secret society. So that is kind of what's sad, is that you will have many a house nigga going on railing about gangsters, making them look bad. And, you know, it's the same. It's just like as if a house nigga was railing about how the field nigga is dirty, how he's ignorant, how he makes the house nigga look bad, how he's hindering the house nigga's progress to be accepted as the white man's equal. And I wish these field niggas weren't so ignorant and whoop-de-whoop. I can't stand them. You know, they feed into the white man's perception that we're uncivilized. It is the same argument. It's just evolved to fit the times. The modern day house nigga argument. Now trust me, I have house niggas in my family. Now, I don't like calling them that. I love them to death. But they're fucking house niggas to a T. Let's not kid ourselves. They do it the white man's way. Let's advance ourselves in the, you know, in the white man's system. Okay? House nigga mentality. You understand me? Give a fuck what you say. You might say I have a jailhouse mentality. Well, you could say the same thing about Mandela. You know, say the same thing about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and the Black Panthers. You know, you can say, well, you have a jailhouse mentality. You have a losing mentality. You know, it's complete ignorance. House niggas should not be black leaders, and you can quote me on that. No house nigga who wants to advance himself the white man's way should ever, 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 under any circumstances, be any sort of a black leader. Period. If you aren't talking revolution and you're black, you're talking madness. You're fucking crazy. You're batty. A homeless bum on fucking PCP who's flipping out is not as batty as you are, you stupid fuck. You loony, nutty, screw loose motherfucker. Anyway, so going back to the females now. You know, don't let me forget you overseeing military police, military, some military nigga, you know, psych ward fucking staff, you know. Now, I don't, you know, a lot of these people, it's not really personal. Even though I've been in the psych ward and I've dealt with some of these people, I'm not, you know, it's not personal with all these people. But let's not make a mistake. These people in the police and the FBI, these are overseers. The one thing that's worse than the house nigga is the overseer. I would love for an overseer ass nigga, a police officer, you know, a psych ward, one of those, I don't know if you call them nurses, you call them, you know, the psych ward security, we'll call them. They restrain you and so the white man's drugs can get put into you, especially if you're a political dissident. You know, the worst thing you can be as a black man is an overseer. The second worst thing you can be is a house nigga. And in many cases, the two have come together. Okay? Most black people from middle class families and upper middle class families have become, their fathers have become overseers and house niggas come together. When they disapprove of your behavior, sometimes they'll send you to the white man's reform school. When they disapprove of your behavior, they'll send you to the white man's mental institution. They'll turn you into the police themselves. Why? Because they're not only a house nigga, but they have progressed down hell. They progressed towards Satan to be a house nigga and an overseer in one. And then there's some people who are very thoroughly defined overseers, such as black police officers, black psych ward staff, black military police, you know, especially if they're a big burly guy. You know, they'll go to the gym, they'll get respect. When they say, oh, that big black guy at the gym, you know, they'll like him a lot, right? They'll say that, you know, they like him. You know how the women do and what they'll say. I'm not going to mimic them. It's disgusting. But anyway, there's women that like these people, you know, because they're big and strong. And they're quote-unquote manly. Some of them aren't so manly, but some of them aren't. But they're overseers, you know? Are you to respect them more than the average field brother because they're big and strong? If you were living on the plantation, would you respect the overseer more than the brother working with you in the field because he's bigger and stronger than everybody else? Come on. You know better. You know better. We all know there's house niggas, there are overseers trying to hold a brother down. Okay? That's how it is. And a black person in a secret society, make no mistake, they're an overseer. Not all overseers are big, but typically they are. But there's many secret society brothers who are overseers who aren't hands-on overseers. And they call them watchers in secret society sometimes. They're overseers. The white man has hired them to keep you in line. The house nigga is having a philosophical battle with you on behalf of the white man. And the overseer is having a physical battle, and he's actively pursuing you on behalf of the white man. And sometimes they're integrated in one. And sometimes you'll have a field nigga who becomes an overseer. And it gets complicated. Some people are half field nigga, half house. You know, it gets complicated, but these are the general categories. It's how it is. And what are women? Women are playing the role of house nigga. Okay? And all the white women who reinforce white social norms are backing up the house nigga argument. Like, we want a man with money. How do you get money in society? You go along with the system. If you go along with the system, what are you? A house nigga. So they say, hey, we want a house nigga if we're even going to date a black guy. That's their stance on it. Complete traitors, make no mistake. I can't be harsh enough on them. I can't make enough videos about them. And they're showing off their goods. Giving you incentive, motivation to be a house nigga. They want you to be an ambitious house nigga. Make no mistake. And if you're a black guy in the military coming back, you know, they support the troops. They want you to be an ambitious overseer. Oversee the brothers here, you know, enemy, you know, your enemies, foreign and domestic. Right? So oversee the brothers here and oversee the brothers in other countries where you're deployed. And other races in other countries. Because we've sort of advanced to where other races have joined us in the field. Before we were kind of separated, you know, the Native Americans were on reservations. We were on in the plantations. Everyone was kind of separated, right? Now it's kind of like we're all put together, and then there's field niggas of different races, and even people call each other niggas. You'll see Latinos and Asians, and even poor whites using the word nigga. Because in a way, it's fair for them to do it, because we've all been put on the plantation, and some of us are house niggas, some of us are overseers, and some of us are field niggas. It's just more obvious to me, and I think to every other black person when that person is black. So what do we have here? We have a world full of feminist, Satanist, house nigga supporting, overseer, fucking, and sucking whores. Am I wrong? How am I wrong? You know, please explain to me how I'm wrong. You know, why I should work with this white man's system when the majority of white people don't even like this system. So why would I like this system? Are you fucking kidding me? And some of you say, well, you know, what's your problem with the white man? You know, that's a whole, I'm almost out of time here. But to make a long fucking story short, that flag is my problem with the white man. Being an African American, hanging out with African Americans my whole life is my problem with the white man. The fact that most of these African American slaves came from the coast of Nigeria is my problem with the white man. You know, I could write a fucking 10 book this size series about my problem with the white man. Let me just finish this up. You know, I got way off track. I was supposed to go in on women. Women have fucking betrayed all of you. Okay? All of you. Those of you who think that's funny that they betrayed me. Those of you house niggas. You under mind control house ass niggas. You overseer niggas. You field niggas who are afraid to pick up arms because you have merged slightly with the house nigga. You know, you think it's funny? You really? Now I'm out of time.